Hello, my name is Dania Garaibe. I'm IRC's Regional Gender Equality Advisor for the Middle East. I'm communicating with you today through a video message due to the importance of the request that I have of all of you. In recent years, a number of approaches were deployed to ensure that all country programs are well on their way to achieving IRC's 5-year strategy known as IRC 2020. One of these execution approaches is a set of requirements expected from all country programs to achieve by 2018. These requirements are called universal expectations. A number of the universal expectations make an explicit commitment to creating a more equitable work environment by expecting all country offices, for instance, to deal with the harassment issues and develop a more inclusive, gender-sensitive safety and security framework. In addition to the universal expectations, there's a number of initiatives that are underway, all aimed at creating a more enabling, more positive, more engaging work environment. These include, for instance, a revised IRC way and a renewed commitment to ensure that all staff are aware of it, a new leadership and additional resources being pumped into the ethics and compliance unit, and regionally, in the near future, the launch of a staff care program. To measure the effectiveness of all of these initiatives, it's important that we have an indication of our starting point. This is why we developed this survey, a baseline survey of our workplace environment. The survey was developed in collaboration with the Regional Safety and Security Department, as well as the Regional HR Department and the Gender Equality Unit represented by me in the region. The usefulness of this survey depends largely on two things. First, your honesty and openness in answering the questions. This is why the survey is designed to be filled anonymously. So please don't mention your name or any other names as you fill the survey. Second is the number of respondents. And this is where I'm going to urge all of you to take part in this survey. This is an opportunity for everyone to have a voice in shaping policies and initiatives that impact your work environment. The survey is divided into 5 parts. Part 1 is general information where we try to create a profile of the respondent. Part 2 relates to violations of the Code of Conduct, also known as the IRC Way. And these include verbal or visual harassment, which is any inappropriate written, spoken remarks and or visual content shared by a person at the workplace with the intention of intimidating and or insulting you, such as inappropriate comments on your body, behavior, or appearance, a racial slur, inappropriate requests, the use of profanity, or the sharing of inappropriate jokes in your presence or with you, name-calling, shaming and humiliation, for example, being made fun of because of your size, color, sexual orientation, skin condition, sexist statements, the sharing of pornographic or adult images or content with you or in your presence, a combative email with a personal attack as opposed to an objective critique of your work, someone sharing an inappropriate photo of themselves with you, cyberbullying, physical harassment, any inappropriate and unwelcome physical contact and invasion of personal space. For instance, someone purposely standing in your way in a narrow corridor, someone resting his or her hand on your lap or touching your hair, someone leaning too close to point out something in the screen, someone purposely brushing up against you, discrimination, disadvantages and unfair treatment because of your age, sex, race, ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation, or disability, such as being excluded from a meeting or a conversation that includes your peers, being excluded from a promotion or career advancement, for being pregnant if you're a woman, or for taking parental leave for all. Having a situation where a peer was promoted despite having scored higher than them in your performance review. Being excluded from benefits that were extended to your peers without a policy-based justification. Not having access to a safe space to relieve yourself, a washroom. Being told you cannot pray, or even being told you must pray. Being repeatedly silenced at a meeting when you're expressing your opinion. Being told you're being hormonal or too emotional for expressing a frustration. Coercion, quid pro quo. Being compelled to do or say something to avoid intimidation and negative consequences. For instance, a person making inappropriate requests in return for anything. A supervisor implicitly or explicitly threatening to fire you or demote you for not doing something that is outside of your work context. Having your performance review contingent upon fostering an unwelcome personal relationship with your supervisor. Blackmail. Being explicitly or implicitly threatened in any way, shape, or form, such as being threatened to reveal a threat to reveal a true or false private information through photos, audios, whatever the form is, to the public, to the family, to co-workers. A threat to be harmed for not practicing a specific religion or being part of a specific sect. A threat to be harmed for practicing your religion or for being part of a specific sect. Non-verbal and non-physical harassment, which is body gestures and body language or actions that make you feel uncomfortable or aim to humiliate you without any physical contact or verbal communication, such as lecherous looks and inappropriate stares, inappropriate or sexually charged hand gestures, a person touching him or herself inappropriately, and finally, mobbing, which is being subject to any of the above-mentioned violations or more by a group of people. It is a ganging up of a group of people with the purpose of causing harm. The third part of the survey deals with safety and security. The fourth part deals with duty of care. And the fifth part deals with staff care, which is part of duty of care, but we separated it because we wanted more information on it as we approach our launch of staff care program. Please note that questions that require a compulsory answer or where the answer is mandatory, there's a small star at the end of the question. Also note that questions that are a little bit complex or they require additional information or additional examples have a little letter I in a black circle at the top right. The survey will take about 30 to 45 minutes to fill, and it is bilingual. All the questions consist of both English and Arabic. Once again, I would like to urge you to please make the time and complete the survey. I reassure you again that we have taken all necessary measures not to trace the respondents. So I hope you answer it with all honesty and openness. And I would like to thank you in advance for your cooperation. Thank you and bye.